everyone, I'm Andrea and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So before I get into the video, what were those hands? Don't know what that was. Before I get into today's video, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that showed me love on my first 3 videos. Now, like I said in the first video, this stuff is nerve-wracking. When you receive like really nice comments and messages and subscriptions and everything, it really means a lot. So thank you to everyone that already has, but if you're here and you haven't, please hit the bell button because it helps so much. Like more than you can expect, it really, really does help. Yeah, let's get into today's video. Basically, the other day, what are these hands? They're new. Those are new. On my Instagram, I asked you guys to kind of ask me questions about my dance journey in particular, but also just generally about dance, if you're interested, don't know. Thank you to everyone that did. I got more questions than I thought I was going to be asked at this stage in like my YouTube career. But yeah, thank you so much for asking questions. Some of you asked the same ones and some of you asked some kind of deep ones. So let's get into it. I'm really excited. The first question I received was, how old were you when you started dance? And I've received that quite a few times. I was quite young when I started the dance, but it wasn't anything major. It wasn't dance competitions, dance mums, like it wasn't anything like that. I feel like every single girl went to a ballet class when they were younger. So I started when I was probably about 4 years old. And I was extra, like as a kid, I always did the most, like always trying to make people laugh. Generally just very jarring, like what I've seen in the video is jarring. My favourite leotard. So they all basically look like swimming costumes. This one's really nice, it like cinches the waist and it opens the chest, but it's also high neck to, you know, support the old boobs. And then it's like quite an open back. So I'd say that's my favourite, but to be honest, all of mine are kind of plain and black. What age did you fall in love with dance? That's kind of like deep. When I would go to watch shows in the West End, just watching those or watching music, I always watch music videos like Michael Jackson music video, Chris Brown music video growing up, Usher, Neo, like all the good dancers with a sick girl backup dancers, Janet Jackson. Like dancers get this thing when you're like, I love that, I want to do that. Like you genuinely fall in love with what you're seeing. You get that thing, you walk out the theatre and you're like, yeah. Or probably the first time I went to go see shows, like my little self sat there like, that's when I probably fell in love, I'd say. Your favourite choreographer / dancer? My favourite choreographer right now has to be Paris Goebel. I don't know how to pronounce her name. The one that done like J-Lo's Super Bowl, all of Rihanna Fenty shows, and Justin Bieber's Whole Purpose album. She was the one that made the dance into it. I look up to her bare because she's quite like a thick girl. I'm obviously quite bigger, like I'm not a ballerina dancer. I'm genuinely just not built that way. Like if you've seen me, like I just don't have that type of body. But industries open up and she's really utilised that shape. She's really opened those doors for thicker dancers, to be fair, and I rate it. Right now she's definitely my favourite choreographer. In like olden day choreographers, Fosse. Dancer, Gene Kelly vibe. Yeah, I'd say I can't really pick a dancer, but choreographer, generally you can be a good dancer, but being a good choreographer is really hard, so shout out Paris, she's sick. What made you decide to go down the dance route instead of the academic route? Now, I got asked this a couple of times. I tried them both and I just didn't feel like it was right for me. I've always been academic. It was that type of thing that although I kept doing well at school, although I kept seeing the results, it just wasn't enough. Like it wasn't enough to make me think like this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I got into Brit School, but I declined my offer purely because I wasn't 100%. Like it's a big decision to make, and it's also a big decision to make at 16 to decide to be a dancer or not. I went to sixth form, I done A-level, done alright in those, and then I actually enrolled at King's College in December 2020. I began my degree in ancient history. Evidently, I'm not there anymore. I can't lie, I have nothing bad to say about the place. And most of all, the degree was sick. Like, I'm kind of lucky to have a passion for my academics as well as my dancing. But I was just working overtime. Dancing every single night. Then I'd get back at like 10 o'clock from dancing and I'd be revising until 2 o'clock. And then wake up very early to go to uni. Like, it just wasn't working for me. At that point, I was like, no, Ange, like, you actually want to dance. I definitely feel like in the future I'll go back to my academics. I think knowledge is power. I love learning. I'll never stop learning. I love reading. Literally, it makes me upset that I can't do both, but you literally can't have it all at once. And people that know me know my life is mad. I move so quickly. I'm here at dance and I'm at a party and I'm revising for 5 hours and then I couldn't do it. This needs to mean something, and it didn't mean enough. So I left. Is it difficult to dance with big bunda? Yes. Yes, it is. Lots of people wanted to ask me what my favourite type of dance is, what my favourite style is. So if I had to pick, I'd definitely say commercial dance and jazz dance. And when I say jazz, people think jazz hands. Like, I do be doing up jazz hands sometimes. Hardest hurdle you had to jump over or leap over. I don't know what it is in dance terms. Someone said something like, hardest hurdle, biggest challenge you had to overcome so far in your dance journey. So sort of like similar question, picking myself up every time I got knocked back. Like, the industry can be very mean, can be very like dismissive, and it's hard to keep the passion there, and it's hard keeping like your fight there. You becomes a water off the duck's back type thing. You kind of like, that can't get me down, but you're only human, it's gonna get you down. But also, hardest hurdle has to be wanting to carry on dancing when I was injured and I wanted to go on the skiing trips, and my dad was like, you can go, you just got to be careful, like, don't be doing stupid shit. Didn't get injured on the actual ski slope. We went to some stupid aqua thing that had no guards or anything, and a whole group of us went down this water slide, yeah? Like, that's a massive hazard. I don't know where the people were telling us off, but I had a good time. It was worth it in the end. And someone's foot went up my back, like my whole back. And I was out of the game for a long time. Sitting there and watching other people dance when you can't dance, it's like a mental thing that you couldn't do something you want to do for so long. You can either go one or two ways. You're either like more passionate when you come back into it, or you're more demotivated that you're not picking up from when you left off. So I think that was a massive hurdle. Next question is, funniest moment at dance? Love you. I love you too. Yeah, so we've done this amazing Michael Jackson piece, and they were so tight, these costumes. My friend, as soon as we stepped on stage, there was a massive group number, so we're all there trying to like keep our cool, and her whole side is out. It was so funny. Do you know what? So many funny things happen I can't think about. How many days a week do you train? So I'd say every day. Mostly every day. Dang. Someone said baby pics. Baby pictures, I don't actually have a lot of baby pictures from when I was dancing when I was younger. I did do dancing when I was younger, like I wasn't not dancing when I was younger. I just don't know if I have there. What's your favourite routine you have ever done? I have to say that Michael Jackson piece I was speaking about, like a massive Michael Jackson medley of like his best music, and it was a tap dance and it was just unbelievable. We actually came second in All England Dance Finals with it. Yeah, is that what we came second with? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Loved dancing that, like proper feel good vibes. It was such a sick piece. Beautifully choreographed. Yeah, I actually miss dancing that. Someone asked me, what is your proudest dance moment? I got asked that twice. Don't know if I've done anything to be proud of, as stupid as that sounds. Getting over that fear of putting yourself out there. I don't know if that really counts. I know a lot of people have the same fear for going to gyms because they feel like they're being watched. Until this September, I hadn't stepped in like a pineapple or a bass class, which are literally surrounded by professionals of the industry. The first time I stepped into a class, the teacher was just like, sick music, and just like kept bigging me up, and I just kept thinking like I shouldn't like keep kicking myself. And that was a proud moment to get over that kind of fear. Another proud moment was last year I'd done Greek dance teaching, and we had a massive dinner and dance, and just seeing them all nail the routines, looking so cute in their like outfit, that was like a proper mum proud moment. So not a personal moment, but something I was very proud of. Seeing something you put so much work into pay off, and they were so passionate about it, so that made me really proud. And they're just really cute kids, really sweet. Someone asked me what my biggest achievement is. My biggest achievement was definitely winning with my groups, All England dance finals. It's a really amazing achievement. Something I'm very proud of. Even though it wasn't just me on my own. Dancing on your own is lovely, but the kind of energy you get from dancing with other people, there's nothing like it. Biggest dream, where are you looking to go with it? Someone asked me, where do you see yourself in 5 years, hoping everything goes to plan? So sort of like a question. So hopefully I've graduated, and I would have hoped to have got like my first jobs and being picked up by a good agency. Not only that, I would have hoped to have had my business open already, which is something that I've always wanted to do. Is it true that your hips don't lie? It is very true, my hips do not lie. In the club, these hips do not lie. And if we're talking dancing, in a ballet class, your hips are literally like the most exposing part of your whole body. God gave you those hips, good luck. Show us your dirty dancer feet. No, that is left for the group chats and the group chats only. Like, I take really good care of my feet actually, and I can't help if they get cut up, do you know what I'm saying? Just shows I work hard. What is your ultimate goal in the dance industry? My goal is to get a job that I'm proud of, because dancers nowadays, there's such good talent out there, and just to get a job and an opportunity when someone just feels you. My ultimate goal is just to be successful in the business side, but also in my personal career. Someone said, how can I learn to dance? Lockdown is actually the perfect time to learn to dance. There's loads of beginner classes going on. You don't have to have the scare of being surrounded by people. You're literally in your room. You can turn off your camera if you want, and it's never too late, like I said. Have you ever felt like giving up on dance? So many times. I guess it wasn't enough to actually give up, because I've never gone through a stage, apart from being injured, the knockbacks. Constantly feeling like you have to have thick skin, like it gets tiring. Sometimes you're like, why am I putting myself through this? Yeah, I've definitely felt like I wanted to give up, but look at me, I'm here. A goal you have achieved, getting all 3 of my splits. Oh my god. Like I said, my body, I was dealt all the wrong cards to be a dancer. Genuinely just doing some dance moves. If you told me 9 years ago I'd be doing them, I'd probably think you're nuts. There's no way my body's doing that. Someone said, what is your dream dance school? Oh, I've literally got like a mood board, my 2020 calendar, my organisation of every dance thing. I'm just looking at it and I'm thinking, I'd be lucky to get into any of these dance colleges. That's anywhere. So everywhere's the dream. Anywhere you can pursue your dream is a dream. So have you ever had people or a situation discourage you from doing dance? To you, the amount of people, but Andrea, you're so clever, but Andrea, why are you doing it? Like, or some people will just look at you and be like, darling, you can't do that, or oh, you need to work on that. Like, you have people discouraging you all the time. I've always had really supportive teachers that have told me, like, literally the sky's your limit, do your thing. Out the other day talking with some people, and someone said to me, dance is useless, dance is a waste of your time. She said dance is irrelevant actually, and I was just kind of like I said, sometimes you just gotta take it. Generally, when you come from a Greek family, not my parents are so supportive, they literally support me doing whatever. A lot of them are like academic driven, so I've received a lot of discouragement in that sense. A situation that's discouraged me has to be, and I've done a song at a competition, and I was all confident, and when I tell you, my voice froze, voice closed up. Words were not coming out of my throat, and the way those judges looked at me, you know, when you think like, I was like, could my life be worse right now? Everyone here thinks I'm a laughing stock, and that's the truth. You gotta be down to get up. And another thing that discourages you all the time, it's not being the best in the room. It's always been discouraging when you're there trying to hold your leg and she can hold her leg for 2 minutes longer, but it's tit for tat. You get discouragement, but you get bucket loads of encouragement. So yeah. Someone said, is it true that you dancers eat nothing? Look at me. Do I look like I eat nothing? Please. When would you say your dance journey begun? It started when I went to secondary school. There I met someone that went to this dance school that I'm now part of. I was into Dance Mums, the TV programme. It was literally the British equivalent. I was like gobsmacked. I was like, I need to be there. So yeah, I'd say that's when my journey started. So guys, that is all for my dance journey Q&A talk kind of thing. And if you genuinely have any more questions about my dancing, or if you want to get into dancing or anything like that, don't hesitate to slide in my DMs. If you did enjoy it, please like, comment, subscribe, all of that. It means so much. If you haven't already, go follow my socials. They're in the links below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.